Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome to Unconventional Counseling. Yet again, I'm Ada at Astra, and I'm so grateful to share space and time with you. Today, our overall energy is the Justice card, and I got really excited when I saw this because there has been so much injustice in our world, in your life, and in mine. So we're going to check in with what our ancestors have to say for us around this justice energy. See what our higher selves have to say. We're just going to see. We're just going to see. So sit back and get yourself some water, some tea, some coffee, some kombucha, something bubbly. Grab yourself a snack, because we're about to get into something important. All right, so if you were drawn to this message, I'm going to say a short prayer for you. Divine Alchemist, angels and archangels, well ancestors for the viewer's highest good, and spirit allies and animals and insects for the viewer's journey. We welcome you in at this time, and we thank you so much for the message that we're about to receive. Y'all, I'm excited. Please support the viewer. Whoever is drawn to this video, please support them in resonating, in paying attention to what resonates, in leaving whatever does not, in parsing through and finding the nugget, the gem that is right for them, that encourages them on their journey, that uplifts them to the next phase of their ascension process, of their healing process, and that reminds them of their inner sovereignty. Thank you in advance for what you are going to do through this message and through the lives of the people who view this. Thank you presently for what you're currently doing through me as your channel, and through the viewer as the receiver and the one who makes it full, the one who makes it reciprocal, the one who makes it worth it. And thank you for what you've already done to bring us all to this moment in time. Ashe. Ooh, we have justice and judgment. Y'all, I can feel the power in this message. I can feel it. With the Daughter of Knives. Okay. So some people may have really said some reckless things to you. And you may have said some reckless things to somebody else. I'm sensing a lineage of this, a history of attempting to defend yourself or other folks being defensive towards you when conflict arises and when there's an opportunity to go deeper in the next level of intimacy with another soul. With the Three of Knives, there's been so much heartbreak for you and for folks who have come before you around this particular energy. People have said, people have thought, people have done really egregious things, and it leaves you at a loss. It can leave you speechless a lot of the time. It can leave you in a place of feeling like your heart is just shattered. You're not sure what to do, you're not sure how to move. You can feel really stagnant and stuck. And this energy, this experience, especially having this experience multiple times over, especially your ancestors also having this experience, people in your lineage, people in your communities having this experience so many times, it amplifies the magnitude of the pain. It also amplifies the possibility of the triumph. Spirit guides, what is the triumph? What? They want me to stay on the pain for a little bit. Okay. And maybe that's where you've been. You've been staying with the pain. The energy that I'm getting is that there's nothing wrong with you taking your time with what is hurt and with your heart. So if there are new things that have come into your life that you've been very cautious around, new relationships, new people, new opportunities, that you've really just like taken your time with, and you've tried to be very thoughtful around, you've tried to be careful with your words, I'm hearing well done, like well done, truly. Because even in you practicing moving into the next relationships differently, and it might feel strange for you, you know, it brings up and it reminds you of all the pain, moving more cautiously. However, in you doing so, you are also creating the healing within yourself. You're already bringing justice into yourself and into your lineage, into your ancestry, by allowing yourself to take your time. What else do you have to share with us around the pain? They're saying that's the message. So let's move on to the triumph. Spirit guides, well ancestors, for my highest good, for the viewer's highest good. What do you have to speak of? What message do you have around the triumph that's possible? That's inevitable. We have the 8 of baskets. The 10 of knives. So both of these energies are about completions. The tens are always about completions. It's the completion of a very difficult mental cycle. The ways that you think about yourselves, the ways that you perceive yourself, the ways that you may have felt stagnant and stuck. The 8 of baskets also feels like you're really stepping into another level of your emotional well-being. Because the 8 of baskets is about walking away from whatever doesn't serve you. So I'm seeing one of the triumphs is walking away from thinking poorly about yourself, walking away from sitting in spaces of doubt, moving on from thinking that you were less than in any way, thinking that there's anything wrong with you. Like, it's possible to grieve without dragging yourself into believing poorly about yourself and staying there. That's not the purpose of grief. Grief is not about staying in the dark places. Grief is about the transformative process that happens when our heart breaks open. We find so many goodies in there. We find more compassion. We find more patience. We find that we can look our pain in the eye in a different way. We can't run from ourselves in the same way anymore. We find more stillness. We also find more joy. Every feeling passes through our heart space. Sometimes emerges from our heart space. A broken heart is an actually like a strong position to be in. Because if it's broken, it can't be broken further in a way. If it's broken, everything that's there gets to be owned by you. You get to take accountability for what's yours, for what beliefs have maintained pain, chronic pain. You get to acknowledge what you've inherited and what's been passed down to you, what beliefs and mindsets and ways of being in the world. It's also so clear with a broken heart what you need. You need so much rest, so much tenderness, so much compassion, so much ease. You need to cry, you need to laugh, you need to feel every emotion that comes through you. Because it is a reminder, an embodied reminder that you are human when your heart is broken. We have the Four of Knives. Stillness, rest, introspection, meditation. That's another gift that a broken heart affords us. We can't move as fast as we used to because we need to move with our whole body. We have the Devil card. There's this opportunity to release from any attachment, every attachment, any attachment to an old way of doing things. With a broken heart, this is how we release being vindictive. This is how we release pettiness. This is how we release jealousy. This is how we release insecurity even with a broken heart. This is how we release powerlessness. Because in acknowledging that we are capable of experiencing all those emotions and acknowledging when we feel them and not running from them, they shift. Every emotion just needs to be acknowledged. It needs to be acknowledged and felt. And then they shift. With the Five of Baskets. So much grief. So much grief. Grief also helps us get into our bodies in a different way. And somehow, every heartbreak is different than the last. Somehow, we don't break our heart completely and it just never breaks again. Whoever told you that, they're just hoping, they're just wishing that that's the case. That's not what happens. Everything is cyclical. This is who you are. This is who you're becoming. Do you see how decadent this moment is? How luxurious it is to be able to rest deeply and completely. There's a freaking snail and a turtle. She gets to move at her own pace. There's a kitten cuddling up with her. There's coziness available for you. There's lavender here. Soothing, peace. This is, I would say, one of the ultimate triumphs, gifts of embracing and acknowledging and feeling your way through having a broken heart. So when you question, why has this injustice befallen me? This feels so unfair that my heart is so broken. This feels so unfair that I'm experiencing the symptoms of all of these traumas. Your justice is that you get to be the mother of coins. Your justice is that you are in a process of healing. Your justice is that you are no longer in that place where all of those things happened, where you were harmed, where people talked to you all types of way, where your heart was broken and shattered. You're either no longer physically there, you're either no longer in connection or close intimacy with those folks in those places at that time, or your mindset has shifted, or all of the above. You get to move at your own pace, which is not what we're often told. This is a sign of royalty to move at your internal speed, to not have to explain it. Because if you say it once and they don't get it, they don't get it. Move on. Take a nap, rest, meditate, smell some lavender, light a candle, take a bath, sit, breathe, go outside. Your question that I'll leave you with is, what does this energy, what would the Mother of Coins do in this situation, in this moment? That's you. That's your justice. Ashe. We'll pause our reading here. This is what your ancestors had to say. And I'll catch you in the future. Take really good care. Bye.